How can Democratic, frankly, I think it's going to take Democratic outrage. And there's a story here that I think is really important. You look at the difference in the response between Republicans who are hysterical that Hunter Biden made $3 million being on the board of a corporation because of his daddy's name, and Jared Kushner, who couldn't even get a security clearance, steering American foreign policy to give millions of dollars worth of weapons to Saudi Arabia after Congress voted no, and covering up for the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, and then taking $2 billion for it. And the Saudis also given Steve Mnuchin $1 billion. And God only knows how much money they gave Donald Trump and is stashed in his money bin overseas. Congress isn't investigating it, neither is Department of Justice. We'll probably never know. So why is it that Republicans tolerate breathtaking levels of corruption and criminality among their elected representatives and cronies, but Democrats won't? I would argue that the reason why is because Republicans, by and large, have bought into the authoritarian mindset. And in the authoritarian world, when the authoritarian leader actually breaks the law, that makes authoritarian followers feel safer because they think that that authoritarian leader can manipulate the law to their benefit, ultimately. And this was the hallmark of the Trump administration. And breaking the law is like, this is what we do. This is what we're proud of. So how do you break the bond between authoritarian followers and authoritarian leaders? You have to take down the authoritarian leaders. You have to point out their crimes. You have to hold them accountable for their crimes. You have to strip them of their power and ideally, throw them in jail. And if Democrats fail to do this, if they fail to follow through on this with Donald Trump, this is going to get a hell of a lot worse. And the neo-fascist authoritarian movement in this country is going to take flight like you never saw before. And if Democrats do hold Donald Trump to account, and he does have to pay for his crimes, then you're going to see the MAGA movement shatter. And it's going to be a real challenge for Ron DeSantis, who wants to be the next MAGA president.